about our last game with the
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Good.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, Eagles is my hometown. We rock with my Eagles. We don't bandwagon. Like a lot of people do.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
We stay with that. So we went 1-0 with that. We went 1-0 with that. We're gonna beat this game. We'll be 2-0 with the Eagles.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
My job, oh shit, is to frustrate my opponent. That's my job. Make them mad.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm busy. I'm in the office right now. This is my
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
What the fuck is that in my sock? Damn. It's irritating me.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Ooh, excuse me. You ain't need that.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
The Bills always ring on 3rd down. Every home.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eagles is a winning team. So we take advantage of the run.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I remember I was in Baltimore. That's a slimy motherfucking city.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half. And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Because they have Hurts, though. So many interceptions. I be hating that shit. So I have to take the ball on my own hand. It's not going to run out, bro. It's not going to run out. Okay, I don't even think it's not going to run out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Dang.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
I'm playing my game. See, when I play my game,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
85 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Playing this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Oh, we're not giving the ball back before the halftime. He'll get it after the halftime. That's it.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
But not before. Taking it all the way down to 0.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
return to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Do I go for the first? We ain't got no timeouts. We're going for the points. Up that. Coach ain't on my plan. So fuck you, coach. Gotta go for that.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
It's not enough to win a game, but
the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I didn't want him to have it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased down left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
He has to get this. He don't get this, the game is over.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Jackson on first down. They set up the
screen
for Dobbins. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
You going to go for it again? You going to go for the screen again?
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And this is how you get that. That was a good catch.
And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Jackson.
Oh, he wide
Over
open.
the middle, and there's a diving catch.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Buying time to his left. Able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they
dangerous,
man. Brings that fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Your quarterback.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
There you go.
From the 41, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. This is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
We're giving them 3 points.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
We can do it.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Like, my man was nowhere near that shit. They be having this hurts though, fucked up ass shit.
Throwing now is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, Dobbins, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One-on-one with the Eagles today.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown, you've got to feel good about your chances.
There ain't no miracle coming up.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Can't win them all. And we playing with the Eagles. That's what's crazy.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that won't help much, only a yard on first down. And one of the whistles for timeout.
What the fuck are you calling timeout for?
The clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 38-yard line, second and 9.
It doesn't do anything for the game.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. 30, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
I mean, come on, man.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Couldn't do nothing.
So they tried to tackle